Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? My name is Doodles, and in this video we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at this new Nintendo Classic. Now, the Nintendo Classic is the brand new console from Nintendo. Well, I say brand new, the console itself is actually over 30 years old, but Nintendo have taken the old school Nintendo Entertainment System and scaled it down in this teeny tiny little box, and packed it full of 30 great games to play. Some of the best games from the Nintendo Entertainment System on here, including Super Mario Bros. 1 to 3, Legend of Zelda 1 and 2, Castlevania 1 and 2, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Final Fantasy, Kirby, Ice Climbers, Pac-Man, Dr. Mario, all the great games on here for you to play. It displays with HDMI and powers via USB. In fact, most USB ports will run it, and most sort of USB chargers will run it. If your monitor or TV has a USB port in it, chances are you can display it with the HDMI cable and power it through the monitor or TV with the USB, which makes it quite portable. Basically, any sort of display that you've got, you'll be able to play it on. The only problem is the cable for the controller is apparently really short, so if you have a big TV in your living room or something like that, you're going to probably have to sit on your hand cross-legged like the good old days and play that way. But hopefully there'll be sort of an extender, or you can buy a longer cable at some point. Hopefully something like that comes out, because that is probably the major downfall in this. And the best thing is it doesn't bust the bank either. This retails at about £50 or $60, which works out about £1.50 or £2 sort of pound a game, which is super affordable. Most people say, what's the point in this when you can just emulate? But to tell you the truth, I've never really liked emulators. I've used them in the past, but because they've got no monetary value, I don't tend to finish the games that I play, because it doesn't really matter to me. It's like I'm losing out if I don't finish them. So by buying this, it's probably going to spur me on to actually spend more time playing them. And I just generally prefer playing console or emulators. It just sort of feels a bit more authentic. And it's going to be really great revisiting some of these old games. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to unbox it for you guys. We're going to take a look at what is inside. And yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Right, so what I want to do is just take this out of this box. We're going to take a look inside, see what's included, and just sort of see what it looks like. So without further ado, let's just get straight into this thing. I've never seen the console in person before. I imagine it's going to be pretty small if it fits inside this box, but I haven't actually seen it, so I'm not entirely sure how big it is. But let's just see what's included. So right, we've got the instruction manual that comes with every Nintendo console that no one ever reads, but it's there if you ever get bored and you want something to pass the time with. But right, this console looks small. This really does look tiny. Holy God. God, they weren't lying. This really is a Nintendo Classic Mini. Is literally mini. This is absolutely tiny, but it looks very much like the old school Nintendo Entertainment System of the good old days. It's pretty much the same. Obviously, that doesn't open. You can't use any sort of cartridges of it. It's literally just for 30 games that come pre-installed. But it's got your power button, it's got your reset button, very old school. It's got your 2 controller ports there. You can buy an extra controller, you get 1 included, but you can buy extras if you want. And like I said, powered with HDMI, displayed with HDMI, sorry, powered with USB. You've probably got a micro USB cable from your phone or something like that. You can just use that plugged into a computer, TV. I imagine even like an iPad charger or even a phone charger might work. That is absolutely tiny. That is so small. It's probably about 4 or 5 inches or something like that. That's absolutely just... Oh, I love it. That is so cute. I could just sit under my desk where my computer is and my monitor, and I could just play games whenever I want. That is super awesome. But right, let's take a look and see what else is inside. This is the controller. Pretty much just a replica old school Nintendo controller, just obviously with the new connection that goes inside this, like ones that are on the Wiimotes for the Wii and the Wii U. Super awesome, old school. It's exactly what you need. Don't need anything else, just 2 buttons. This is just retro goodness at its finest. I absolutely love it. I never owned a Nintendo Entertainment System. I did play one, but I never owned one, so I really do like this. I was a SNES guy as a kid. That's what I grew up on from the early 90s onwards. So right, what else do you get? You get HDMI cable, because we can never have too many of them, and a micro USB cable. So we've already got the micro USB cable included, so we literally just need something to plug it into. But like I said, your monitor, your TV, your computer, probably even a phone charger would probably work. So that is cool that they've included it. I also need a micro USB cable. I always break mine with my phone cable, so it's always nice to have a new one. Anyways, that is what is inside the box. Very, very straightforward. There's not much else needs to be inside it. That is everything we need to get started. As I said, all the games are already included in it. Unfortunately, you can't add more to it. There's no sort of SD slot or anything. That would have been the icing on the cake, but not to worry. It's still a super, super cool console, and I really think you guys are going to dig it. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about it. That is the Nintendo Classic Mini unboxed. Now, I've got to say, I really, really do dig this. I'm a Nintendo guy through and through. I grew up on the Super Nintendo and the N64. I did catch the back end of the NES back in the day, but it's Super Nintendo is where my heart lies. And I hope they do the same treatment to that like they do with this in the future. And it's really great to go back and visit some of the old games again. Super Mario 3 is probably my top 5 favourite games of all time. The Mario games generally rank in my top games of all time, along with the Zelda ones. And it's great to sort of visit some of the other games, such as Punch Out and Final Fantasy games I never really got to play as much as I would have liked. It's great to revisit them. And I know I'm not going to be alone. I know a lot of people, especially the ones sort of late 20s, early 30s, and into the 40s, are really, really going to dig this. But if you are a younger kid that didn't grow up on any of these retro consoles, but you really like games from like Mario and Zelda and that, and Final Fantasy, and you want to sort of see where they started out and where it all came from, I highly recommend you put this on your Christmas list and check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. This is absolutely fantastic and I absolutely love it. If you want to check it out, more information is down below in the description box. My name is Doodles. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time.